this operates. The blue is capturing that light, transforming it into heat energy. The heat energy is stuck inside and then heats a copper tube that has a transfer fluid inside. This bulb gets super hot, and as I mentioned this morning, this afternoon, when we pulled it out of the box and tried to touch this, we got burned just by a little bit of light going through this. It heats up that quickly. Now we're working at night. This tube bulb will transfer that heat to a copper manifold through which we're putting cold water. The cold water will hit this and try to cool it off, but of course heat always rises. So the heat will constantly rise as this fluid gets cold in the back and transfers down. The hot fluid in the front will rise up and then make this hotter, transfer it to the water, and then continue the cycle. So what we do is we just plug these in. There are solar hot water systems where the vacuum tube is open and there's water filling the tube. We've had those before, but if you crack one of those tubes, then all the water runs out and then your system stops working. It's more expensive to buy one with a copper heat tube in it, but much more reliable and much more efficient. So this whole system with 60 tubes and a 500-liter water tank and the pump and controller, numeric controller, was $2,500. They range between $2,500 and $3,000 depending on the deal that you can get. They're really wonderful things to have. They boil water. We've got a 50-tube system in my children's home in Germany for 10 years, and it gets up to 110 Celsius. That's overboiling. And on cloudy days in the winter, it'll get up to 40 or 50 degrees Celsius, which is bath temperature since your body is close to 40. So it definitely is the best investment you can make. The payback period is anywhere between 1.5 years to 3 years, unless you're in a really cold climate, and then maybe it's 5 years at most. But it saves you so much on hot water. And then you can do backup with electricity or with gas, which is what we do in Germany. We've got the biogas. What this is doing is it's going to provide hot water to the coils that are inside the Dragon over there, and it's going to keep it all year round at that nice 37 degrees Celsius body temperature that reptiles crawl into the sun to get, mammals have naturally. This is a dragon, so it's a reptile. You can go back and look at it if I take it back here. Carefully walk back here. Don't want you to pull up my roof there. There. So we will be running out of hot water. This copper is still hot, too hot to touch. Can you touch this?
Yeah.
It's amazing how hot this is.
Oh.
Right? Ow. And it's dark. So that's how efficient these tubes are. So we have CVC, CPVC, that's hot water PVC, running down, and it'll go down and into those two steel tubes through through PVC PEX coils in the bottom of the digester, and then back through the pump and back to the other side, and it'll just keep running through. And then we have a tank down there that we can also fill so we can wash our hands, take hot showers, and wash grease and stuff off when we're feeding the digester. So lots of good stuff going on there. And I guess I'm doing the plumbing while you guys are finishing. You're almost done, aren't you?
So is the maximum?
6 left. Wow.
Is the maximum volume of water tank 500 for this size of system?
We don't really know. So that 500 liters, so it's 80 gallons, which is, what is 80 gallons? If it's 4 liters to the gallon, that's actually 320 liter gallons, not a 500 liter gallon.
Oh, okay.
500 liter tank. It's a 300 liter tank. But generally, you figure you can get with about 30 of these pipes can generally do a 60 gallon. So 60 could generally do 120 gallons, and this is 80. And so 120 gallons is 500 liters. So this technically should be able to do 500 liters, but we only have 320. So we have extra heat. This is going to be great. This is going to heat up the tank and give us everything else that we need. So 6 more tubes there. Maybe you can go around that way and we can show people how these go on. So what they're doing here is the heat bulb gets plugged into a copper socket in there. And then this has been greased, and then you twist the pipe in, and then when you look at the footer, you see that there's a nipple at the end of this that goes into a cup, and then that cup gets screwed in to hold it in place tightly, and then this, what would you call it, visor, if you like, snaps down on. Okay, now this gets opened up there. And the next tube is ready to come up. Next tube!
Next tube.
1 second.
And it should be held, we're doing horizontal on this. I always shoot. Was that my camera? Oh, that's yours. Oh, mine is horizontal. Okay, next tube. Thank you. Thank you. And state your names for the camera. I'm T.H. Culhane.
I'm Rarcy.
I'm Grace. Hi, I'm Bonnie.
The dream team